Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got jewels in your religion, all designed to keep you safe.
It's the Viper 4567 here, back with random pay-per-view. This pay-per-view reviews, this is going to be WWE Royal Rumble 2004. Obviously with the Rumble being just under, literally, as well, it's this Sunday I think it is. So I said I'd do a Royal Rumble review. This is one of my favourite Royal Rumbles, obviously because of the winner. I know I don't have a lot of respect for Benoit now, but obviously back then it was a big deal for me because I was a big fan of Benoit. But this was in the Wacomio Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and a crowd of just over 17,000 people. So, yeah, it was a... There we go. Bear with me there for 1 minute. It wasn't a great show. A lot of rushed matches, really, in my opinion. The first 3-4 matches were rushed. Fair enough, Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly, I didn't give two fucks about that, but the other matches kind of hurt in my opinion. On Heat, Victoria defeated Molly Holly, which is good for her. Other than that, then that's it really. That was the only match on Heat. A lot of people wish they probably watched that. Yeah, so let's see. But yeah, so basically 4 short matches. The last 2 matches obviously went. Obviously, the main event match, the co-main event and the main event both being the longer matches, just weren't given enough time in my opinion. The first match was the Batista and Ric Flair defeating the Dudleys in a crap table match to retain the World Tag Titles. Jonathan Coachman got sent through a table with the Dudleys on Raw. He was on commentary, fucking tape ribs and everything, fucking brilliant. But they start on the outside. Devon backdrops Flair on the floor. Bubba slides the table into the ring and hits Batista on the other side, which was quite cool. Double suplex by the Dudleys on Flair. Clothesline by Batista. Batista then goes shoulder first into the ring post. Coach comes to ringside to distract the Dudleys. They go for Waz up on Flair, but it's broken up by Batista, and he spine busters Devon through the table. So just way too short. Like, this match, it wasn't going to be fantastic anyway, but still, like, I just think it, in my opinion, this could have went another couple of minutes. And the fact that only one superstar goes through, if one of the guys goes through the table, you lose the match. Usually in a tag team table match, you have to put both guys through the table. So that should tell you how rushed this match was, in my opinion. I'm going to give it a 1/4 star because I'm feeling extremely generous. I just feel like they should have had the extra couple of minutes. Plus, there was a lot of wasted stuff on this show. Like, there was fucking the things with Bischoff, Heyman, and a few other little things in between. They could have added to a couple of minutes onto every other match, even including the WWE title match. But 1/4 star if you're feeling generous. Let's just say that. Next then, Rey Mysterio defeats Jamie Noble and again another quick match to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. This match now really should have been given a lot of time as well, in my opinion, because Jamie Noble versus Rey Mysterio on paper could actually be a pretty decent match, because Jamie Noble ain't that bad. Rey Mysterio, we know what Rey Mysterio can do, but I give it a star. But I think this match could have went another 5 or 6 minutes, maybe even 7 or 8 minutes, and it could have been a 2-3 star match. We just don't know. Obviously, Nydia has the eye thing. She's been blind thanks to Tajiri. Obviously, Noble's been kind of getting hurt, basically putting her in the way to get victories, obviously, which obviously leads to their match at No Way Out, which I reviewed a couple of months ago. But basically Ray goes to 619 area, but James counters this. He hangs Ray on the ropes. He gets 2. Roll up gets 2 for Ray. Nydia catches Noble. She thinks it's Ray. He gets the 619 and then drops the dime for the win. So that's again another short match, ridiculously short match. Could have been at least another 5, 6 to 8 minutes, and it could have easily been 2 to 3 stars. Instead, it's only going to get a star. I just think they rushed every match except for the last 2. But I don't know. I just don't get why WWE done this. I just don't get it. Like like for your money, like you have 4 main pay-per-views every year. You want to make the Royal Rumble is probably the third biggest, probably. Yes, dare I say, in my opinion, I think it should be the second biggest in my opinion, because obviously it's leading to WrestleMania. So SummerSlam, don't get me wrong, it is a big pay. It is they're considered their second biggest, but in my opinion, I think it's the third, because it's obviously well past WrestleMania. Where Royal Rumble, even Survivor Series is not too far away, but in terms of Royal Rumble, has to be the second biggest, because obviously you're gaining momentum towards WrestleMania. But that's WWE for you. Next match, Eddie Guerrero defeats Chavo Guerrero in an okay match. Again, this match could have went the same amount of time. 2 stars though, it was pretty decent. Again, just time wise was just and the fact then don't even do another match. I think to do another match on SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, like, why get rid of this rivalry? Eddie and Chavo, like, they had some decent matches, and I think they had a couple of matches in WCW as well. But which I will be actually, speaking of WCW, I'm actually going to start doing some WCW reviews. I'm going to do kind of like a rise and fall type thing, where I'll start from 96 up to the final years in 2001. So I'm thinking, because obviously that's one thing I love about the network, WCW. I'm also thinking of doing a few ECW reviews, but I might put them into random pay-per-view, because I don't want to review every single ECW pay-per-view. I do want to do Heatwave 98, because it was, from what I'm hearing, it's an absolutely amazing show. So hopefully, I don't know when I'm going to do it, because obviously I want to kind of keep it as random. So, but eventually I'm going to do it. But WCW definitely will be coming out this Friday. I'm going to watch Super Bowl 96 tonight. Not tonight. No, I'm watching it actually as we speak. Since I've done this, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to review it tomorrow, because today is Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So, yeah, so the match itself was okay. It could have been a lot better. Chavo Senior came out with Chavo Junior. Chavo with a slap to Eddie, then they trade chops. Eddie then with a thump to the eye, just sign saying Nick is gay. Why not? Hurricane Rana from Chavo sends both of them on the outside. Chavo Senior then drops Eddie head first onto the steps. Cross arm breaker then from Eddie. Suplex from Chavo gets 2. Chavo goes for the 3 Amigos, but only gets 2. Headbutts from Eddie, then he gets the 3 Amigos. Frog Splash gets the win. Again, WWE missed a trick here. This match could have been easily a 4-star match, in my opinion, because the fact is Eddie and Chavo was no fucking slacker. He can actually put on a 4-star match, which we can see. I think he puts on an excellent match at the next pay-per-view against Rey Mysterio. I think I get that 4 stars, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I'll have to recheck that one. But, like, they definitely missed, because this could have been one of the best Rumbles. Because think, if Noble and Mysterio had been 2.5 to 3 stars, would say, just say, this is benefit of hindsight. Rey Mysterio and Chavo 4-star. Obviously, Triple H Shawn Michaels was a decent match. The Royal Rumble was good. This could have been actually up there with one of the best Rumbles they've had. It wouldn't have been the greatest, but it would be at least in the top 5 in my opinion. So like, they really missed the trick here, because this is probably like, there's not been many great Rumbles since. So like, this could have been the last greatest Rumble if it had been good. But again, WWE just missed a trick. After the match, then Eddie goes nuts. He baits up Chavo, splits him open, ties Chavo Senior. He ties him up to the ring ropes. He kind of unloads on him as well, but he's saying, "Why are you doing this to your blood?" And kind of Michael Cole goes mental on commentary, saying, "Well, you've done it to him," and all this bullshit. But yeah, 2-star match. That's all you can give it, really, in my opinion. But yeah, again, WWE missing a beat on that one. But sure, then again, we've come to expect that from them, haven't we? Benoit is getting interviewed, I think, by Terry Runnels, and Flair, Batista, and Orton interrupt him, saying Orton will win the Royal Rumble. It's about us, and you are second best, even though Flair calls him great. So, and Benoit, like, crap interview, really, in my opinion, and I couldn't give a fuck. We also talked to the number 30 entrant, but we'll talk about that in a while. But next then, Brock Lesnar defeats Hardcore Holly in an okay match to retain the WWE Championship. Now, I can understand why Hardcore Holly wants a bit of Brock Lesnar, like obviously for storyline reasons, but why give him a title shot? Or why, if you're going to give him a title shot, give it to him on SmackDown. For fuck's sake, like, whoever just decided this is a good WWE title match must have either been high, pissed, or just drunk, or fucking just a retard. Because at the end of the day, no disrespect, Hardcore Holly had no business going for the WWE title. He goes again for, I think, in 2004, the end of 2004, in a fucking street fight in England against JBL. So, like, it's pathetic, really. He got, 3 WWE title matches in 2004, I think, alone. So, or 2 or 3 anyway, at least. But the match wasn't great. They start on the outside. Obviously, Hardcore Holly is pissed off at Lesnar for breaking his neck. All that. Grand, fair enough. There is story there. That's great. But the match was crap. The crowd just didn't give a shit. And neither did I, personally. Lesnar then goes for the F5, but Holly rams Lesnar into the ring post. Lesnar then rams Holly into the apron of the ring, and then a fisherman buster from Lesnar gets 2. Belly to belly from Lesnar, and then a nice clothesline from Holly, and a dropkick. Alabama slam, but he fails to fucking cover. Idiot. He's too busy trying to fucking hurt him. He goes for a fucking, the master lock, basically, or the Fun Nelson, whatever. Then he does it on the outside, but let's go. Lesnar then hangs Holly on the ropes. F5 gets the win. Bob's your uncle, there you go. So, 1.5 stars, because I'm being generous again. It was okay. Wasn't anything special. You can see Lesnar didn't want to fucking fight Holly. You fucking knew it straight away. You fucking knew it straight away that Holly just, like, Lesnar was saying, like, why the fuck am I facing this guy when there's, like, he could have easily faced anyone else on the roster. But why did it have to be Holly? Because, personally speaking, just doesn't make any fucking sense, really. Like, as I said before, have it on SmackDown. That's the least acceptable. Well, relatively that basic. They could have had Lesnar take on somebody else, maybe from Raw even. Have it into a promotional match. But hey, that's just WWE booking for you. So yeah, Triple H then. Triple H and Shawn Michaels fight to a draw in a good last man standing match. So obviously Triple H retains the World Heavyweight title. I gave this match 3.5 stars. It's probably one of the worst matches they had, really, to be fair. It's obviously going to lead up now to Bad Blood in 2004. That fucking long ass Hell match that they have, which I think they kind of ruined it, really. I think it was at least 10 to 15 minutes. I think it was at least nearly 15 minutes longer than it should have been. But this match again was good. It was good, but it wasn't great the first kind of couple of matches that they had, but it was still alright. They trade right hands, chops, all that lovely stuff in the corner. Face buster by the game. Then strong Irish rip from the game into the turnbuckle. HBK then with a figure 4 leg lock. Both men then work obviously the back and leg of each guy, which is kind of good, but they don't do that for very long. Drop kick to the leg of Triple H by HBK. HBK then goes for crossbody. Triple H drops the rope, obviously, and he goes over to the top. Tables then get ready, but nothing happens, which the crowd which are not fucking happy with. You can hear a few of them going, what the fuck? Like, at the end of the day, like, it was only, 4 minutes into the match. You really think something was going to happen that quickly? But then again, obviously, in the benefit of hindsight, something happens within the next 2 minutes. Where we go? HBK counters the pedigree. He sends Triple H over the top rope. HBK then misses a springboard moonsault, and he crashes through the Spanish announcer's table, which I was right. It was not even 2 minutes, I don't think. HBK then is busted wide open. Ref counts him, but HBK asks for more from Triple H. Triple H tells him to stay down, all this bullshit. Spine buster by the game. Triple H hits Shawn in the back with a serious chair shot to the back. That was fucking nice. I think that gets like a fucking 9 count nearly, basically. HBK counters the pedigree. HBK then whacks a chair right into the skull of Triple H. That busts him fucking wide open. HBK does his nip up, does the diving elbow, obviously the atomic drop first, and then does the elbow. Where are we? HBK then goes screeching music. Triple H ducks, gives him a low blow. HBK then with a sleeper. Triple H then comes back down with a nice DDT. Triple H counts both men, but they both get up. HBK then counters a suplex in midair to do a crossbody, which was absolutely fucking fantastic. Both men then get counted. Obviously, they both get up. Pedigree by the game. Triple H, I think, is going to do something out of nowhere, a fucking switching music, and obviously that counts both of them out, and then the crowd obviously don't like it, really. So this match ends in a draw. Both men, I think the crowd didn't like the finish, but in a way it kind of does make sense because they're going to have another match at Bad Blood. But yeah, I don't give two fucks really about the finisher, if I'm being honest. It was a good match, but I think a lot of people wanted Shawn to win the match. But hey, look, what can you do? Good match. Obviously Shawn Michaels said anything can happen in a second. It almost did, because Shawn was getting up and then he fell back down. But good match. Like, it was a good match. It wasn't their best match they've had, to be fair. It hasn't been. Some good stuff, some psychology at the start, but just obviously both men just couldn't give a fuck about selling in this match, really. These type of matches, I don't. To be fair, like, they could have done a bit more. Obviously, HBK with his back, and obviously Triple H with the leg, obviously with the quadricep, the quadricep muscle and all that. But overall, 3.5 stars, still not bad for them. They've had a good couple of matches. Obviously, their match at SummerSlam, they had a bit of a match at Survivor Series, obviously in the Chamber, and obviously then Armageddon in the 2 out of 3 pinfalls match, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, good match. I really enjoyed it. Both men. Triple H carried out on a stretcher. HBK refuses to go out on a stretcher, which is kind of Mick Foley-esque, isn't it, really? Yeah, so 3.5 stars. And speaking of Mick Foley, Sheriff Austin gave him a front row seat. He still hasn't showed up. And Taz goes to JR, so that means he's a coward. And you said you're going to call him a coward. And JR calls him a coward. And then we see Goldberg being interviewed by Terry Runnels, and Brock Lesnar interrupts him, saying, "You should be conducting the interview with me." And Goldberg starts saying, "I'm going to go to Mania. Isn't that right, Holly?" And then Lesnar looks around. And then they give each other the evils. So, yeah. So, next match is the main event for the evening. It is the Royal Rumble match. Chris Benoit wins the Royal Rumble match in a really good match. This was really good. This was probably one of the best Royal Rumble matches up there, really, to be fair. It's not the best, but it's definitely up there with one of the best. I'd give this match 4 stars because it was actually a good Royal Rumble match. I'm being completely honest. It's probably the best Rumble match since. Like, we've not had one really that's been that great, has it really? To be honest, since 2004, like 2005, 2000 up to then, they've had some good ones, but they haven't been great. But Heyman makes Benoit the number 1 contender, number 1 entrance, and obviously Goldberg is number 30 after winning the Battle Royal on Raw. Bischoff comes out. He confident that Raw will win and he's a better GM. SmackDown, all bullshit. Then he rips on Paul Heyman. He comes out. Heyman attacks Bischoff. Here comes out Austin, basically to slaughter both of them. Yeah, just see, that's what I'm saying. Wasted airtime. They could have given this to the Eddie match. Could have given at least this time alone to Eddie and Chavo, and maybe a few other little things to both Ray and Jamie Noble. But sure, hey, that's just WWE for you. So yeah, Orton then is number 2. Nice snap suplex from Benoit. Mark Henry is number 3. Tajiri is 4. Handspring elbow on Orton from Tajiri. 2 Germans then on Tajiri. Bradshaw is number 5. He comes out and kills everyone with clothesline from Hells on both Orton and Henry and Tajiri, but crossface then on Bradshaw. Benoit then gets rid of Bradshaw. Rhino is in at 6. Gore on Henry, and Tajiri is gone thanks to him being in Trelantia. Benoit then gets rid of Henry. Matt Hardy is in at 7. Steiner is in at 8, which apparently this is his last pay-per-view appearance for WWE. Thank fuck. T-Bone suplex on Rhino from Steiner. Morgan is number 9. Sit down powerbomb from Morgan. Hurricane is number 10. Lot of notes. Morgan makes Hurricane fly, basically, so he's gone. Booker T is number 11. Big Red Machine Kane is in at number 12. Steiner then... Basically, Steiner gets eliminated because Kane makes his entrance and they fail to show it. Kane chokeslams a load of people, including Benoit and Morgan and Orton. Number 13 is Undertaker's Bong. And and Kane going, "Oh, I can't buried you alive!" So Booker T can eliminate him. Spike Dudley comes out at number 13 and gets chokeslammed on the stage. Why not? Number 14 is Rikishi. Benoit gets rid of Rhino. Number 15, or was it 14? Yeah, 15 is Rene Dupree. Dropkick gets rid of Hardy. Superkick then gets rid of Dupree. A-Train is in at number 16. Benoit gets rid of Matt Morgan. Orton gets rid of Rikishi and Booker T, which is surprising. Number 17 is Shelton Benjamin. A-Train is gone, thanks to Benoit. Orton gets rid of Benjamin after like 30 seconds. Clash of heads between Benoit and Orton. Number 18 is Ern Cat Miller or something, whatever his fucking name is. Basically listening to that fucking what's it, the Funkadactyl song. I thought that was their song until I've never heard of this song before, but Orton and Benoit get rid of those 2 dickheads, basically. Number 19 is Kurt Angle. Rico is number 20. Nice dropkick by Orton on Rico. RKO to Rico, there we go. 3 Germans on Angle. Rico is gone. Test is should be 21, but is attacked backstage. Austin says to the person who attacked him, "You're now number 21. Go to the ring." It is Mick Foley of all people. He comes out, eliminates himself and Orton. Foley then chases Orton chokes Orton with a TV cable. Number 22 is Christian. Foley then hits fucking Finlay with a fucking steel step. Brilliant. Orton then hits Foley with a chair. Nunzio is number 33. Sock to him. Orton goes low on Foley so he can bail. German on Christian. Big Show is 24. 25 is Y2J. 26 then is Charlie Haas. Jericho gets rid of Christian. 27 is Mr. Ass. Famouser to Y2J and Kurt Angle. And to Show, of all people, Cena is 28. Number 29 then is RVD. Cena with an FU on Angle. Number 30 obviously is Goldberg. Spear to Show and Gunn. Haas is gone. Spear to Nunzio and Billy Gunn is gone. Nunzio also goes to. Lesnar comes out to F5 Goldberg while he's trying to give Big Show the jackhammer. Angle gets rid of Goldberg while he's been distracted by Lesnar, which we all know what's going to happen between those two, aren't we? Show gets. They all try to eliminate Show, that doesn't work. Show gets rid of Cena. RVD is also gone. Bulldog on Show from Jericho. Show chokeslams Y2J out of the match. Chokeslam on Benoit. Angle slam on Show. Show gets rid of Angle. Benoit then with a big fucking front face lock pulls Big Show over the top rope for the victory. So overall, an absolute superb Royal Rumble match. Not many big. A lot of people saying there's not much star power. There's Benoit. There's Jericho. Angle. Big Show. Booker T. Kane. Who else? Kane. Big Show. Like there's still some big guys. Orton, yeah, granted he's not a star yet, but like there's still some good guys in there. It's a good Royal Rumble match. I give this match easily 4 stars, and Benoit's now on his way to WrestleMania and spends well over an hour in that match. Like absolutely brilliant. Delighted for him, but obviously benefit of hindsight now. Obviously the fact that he does what he does, but what can I do? But good to watch this pay-per-view again. It's been a while since I watched it. I actually bought it on DVD last year. So, like, the fact that I don't have to buy any more WWE DVDs anymore because obviously with the network. But, overall, I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 5.25 out of 10. That's probably giving it a bit generous, but I just think it's worthy of that because of the last 2 matches. If the other 2 matches had been good, the 2 cruiserweight matches, might call them cruiserweight, like, they would have been great. But, what can I do? So I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with a WCW review. I'm hoping to do the Rise and I'm going to do, as I said, I'm going to do a Rise and Fall of it. And looking forward to it because I haven't watched really any WCW pay-per-views. So start off with 96, go all the way through 97 to 98, 99 to 2001. I know 99 to 2001 is quite shy, but it'd be good just to kind of look through the kind of the hilarity of what is WCW. But yeah, so I will be back in about less than 2 weeks to do another random pay-per-view maybe. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to be going through the network to see what I can watch. But yeah, 5.25 out of 10. I won't recommend. If you want to watch the Rumble match alone, I'd recommend it. But other than that, stay away from the show. It's a letdown. It's a letdown show. But I will be back tomorrow, guys, hopefully, and enjoy the rest of your day. So take it easy, guys.